I live in Rio de Janeiro. My apartment is right next to a dangerous favela. Drug dealers from different gangs are constantly at war in my area. One night, I was sound asleep. I am a deep sleeper, so most things don't wake me up. This particular night, a huge explosion shook me from my slumber. Wide awake in my bed, I was trying to process what I heard. Gunshots were pretty common in my area, but this was no gunshot. I thought maybe this was a grenade. Chills ran down my spine. In Brazil, criminals use weapons that other countries would normally use for war. If this was a gang fight, it was a serious one. I tried to calm down and think logically. First, I slid off my bed and onto the floor. By staying low, I would likely avoid any stray bullets. I began crawling on the floor like a soldier. I crawled into my kitchen, where there were more walls to protect me. As I crawled, gunshots rang out. They sounded so close. Even though I was scared, this situation really didn't surprise me. The news had been filled with gang-related conflicts. I personally once saw a mother dying while protecting her son from gunshots. Another time I saw criminals breaking into houses and taking hostages. I crawled from my kitchen to my front door to lock it. I stayed crouched on the ground, waiting for the sounds to pass. All of a sudden, I noticed something that sent a shiver through my spine. My doorknob started to turn ever so slowly. Whoever was opening my door clearly didn't want to be noticed. I swallowed hard. An eternity seems to pass by. Horrible thoughts passed through my head. Maybe I didn't lock the door all the way? What will happen if he gets in? Luckily, after the knob turned, the door didn't budge. I then heard footsteps retreating away. The gunshots also stopped. After a couple of minutes, I got the courage to tiptoe to the peephole. Looking out, I saw two guys in my corridor. They were wearing regular clothes and didn't seem to have any guns. They were clearly trying to open my neighbor's door. Out of nowhere, one of the guys turned his head towards my door. He shouted, "There's someone in there." The other guy pointed towards my door and said, "Open up, we're undercover police." A pit formed in my stomach. What if they were telling the truth? I wasn't going to take any chances. I yelled, "Is this about the shootouts?" After a while, one of them answered, "Yeah, we just wanted to see if you're okay." I moved my trembling hand toward the lock. I was about to open it. I then yelled, "I'm okay." The guy said, "But we need to come in. We need to teach you how to protect yourself if this happens again." I said, "There's no need to." I ran back to my bedroom and after a while returned to sleep. That following morning, I heard some commotion in my hallway. I saw journalists, people crying, and police in front of my neighbor's unit. Soon after, medics came out with my neighbor on a stretcher all bloody. I shivered and sweat profusely at the sight. Turns out the guys were robbers. They came to a party at my apartment. After the party, they went around trying to rob people. The shootout ended up being unrelated to the robbers. The creepy thing is, if that shootout didn't happen, my door would have been open and they would have come in. I felt bad for my neighbor, but it could have been me on that stretcher. Thanks for listening. If you enjoy these stories, be sure to subscribe to the podcast and check out some more of my episodes here.